Well, this pair certainly don't need any introductions. They are the icons of American and international film. It is Al Pacino and Robert De Niro. Now, they haven't starred in a film since 1995 together, and the pair are here on Expose in just a few minutes.
Okay, I'm the killer. I show up at your door. And for some reason, you open your door for me. Who am I?
Someone I know.
But I more than know them. I know everything about them.
These guys are all scumbags. You're staking them out.
Hello, Mr. Pacino. Lisa Cannon from Expose and TV3. How are you?
TV3
In Ireland.
Oh, how about that?
Yes.
I was in Dublin last year, actually.
I know. I was going to say you're a doctor as well, which is fantastic.
They made me a doctor.
I know. Isn't that
I hope
marvelous?
you're feeling okay.
I was actually going to say, I didn't know whether to, maybe...
I don't think I can help you.
Listen, this is the last meeting. 13 years you haven't worked together. Why not? It's been a long time.
You know how it is. You know how it is, because there rarely the opportunities come. I mean, Robert's script, and he was doing it, and he asked me if I would, he asked the director first if he thought I'd be, what about Al for this part, the other cop? And then they called me, and I thought this was an opportunity and to work with Bob, so I took it.
I've been a cop in the NYPD for over 30 years.
Why'd you become a cop? Where I come from, it was either a gun and a badge or a hard hat and a hammer.
Between the eyes.
You like carrying a gun?
There's nothing wrong with a little shooting as long as the right people get shot.
How about the badge? The badge is nice, as long as it comes with a gun.
Because Bob's quite a funny man. The two of you have a bit of fun on set together.
Everybody knows Bob because of his comedies and stuff. They're going to be surprised when they see this. Like in the old way, he started out, he was one of us, one of us drama queens, But now he's...
and this genre of kind of, very dark, but now he's a comedian almost.
Yes, I mean, he reinvented himself. It's amazing. And those very funny pictures he made. So now he's doing a dark one.
That's right, it's a cop.
Where do you come off saying it's a cop?
Nick, finally, your course, Wilde. Tell us about this. I'm going to have to drag you away, Oscar Wilde.
Oh, Oscar Wilde. That's why I was in Ireland, too.
I know.
They honor him there. It's just the most amazing compilation of things, because we're doing Salome and my journey through trying to put on a play and a movie, plus the discovery of Oscar Wilde and who he was and what happened to him and how it sort of weaves in and out of the picture. It's very interesting.
Oh, listen, thank you so much.
We've been working on it for a few years now.
Well, listen, Colin Farrell said you were the best actor to work with ever.
Colin. We love Colin.
I know, many people do, including the women.
Oh, sure.
What a man. And I was lucky enough to be sought out and given a special goodbye kiss from Mr. Pacino. Hoo-ha!
Now I think it's time for another Hollywood A-lister. So let's hear from acting legend Robert De Niro on the red carpet of Righteous Kill.
Please allow me to introduce myself. I'm a man of will and taste. I've been for a long, long year.
Lisa Cannon, Expose TV3 in Ireland. How are you, Mr. Pacino?
Top of the morning to you.
Oh, no, listen, I was going to ask, you're a good friend of Bono's, aren't you?
Yeah, yes. Yeah.
You're always in Ireland.
Yeah, I love Ireland.
Tell us about the picture. I know, that's what I was going to say, O'Reilly, isn't it?
Yes, that's right, yeah.
My mother says the best looking men are half Irish. Is that all right? Can I claim that?
Oh, you can, that sounds good to me.
What about 13 years and not working with, of course, Pacino? He said he kind of voted you as part of the part, is that right?
Yeah, no, I wish we had done it earlier. I wish we had gotten together earlier than not waited all these years, yeah.
What do you call him, Spider?
Yeah, he's got lots of arms. Big dope deals, murders, extortion, lots of nice things.
And what about tonight? Are you excited about being here in London's Leicester Square?
It's a great reception. I had no idea.
I know, it's brilliant. The movie is fantastic. We loved it.
Thank you.
Keith Richards said to me in the Rolling Stones premiere that Martin Scorsese is very easy to work with. Is that right?
Yes, he is. Marty is. Very easy.
That's some of the soundtrack again. Sympathy of the Devil, the Rolling Stones are in the soundtrack to this as well.
Are they?
Yes.
The Rolling Stones are?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Makes you even cooler, so there you go.
Thank you, thank you.
And now, straight off the red carpet, Lisa joins us in studio to bring us all the real gossip from last night. Well, Lisa Cannon, that must have been the highlight of your career, a kiss and
I know,
everything.
I'm off. I'm leaving Exposé after this. I've done it. I've interviewed the mecca of film. I just loved it. God, I'm so excited.
Yeah.
I was like a child.
What were you like when he came over to you? You were obviously beyond the barrier at that stage. Were you filming a link at that stage?
I was just doing a piece to camera at the very end, and they all came out the front, and we weren't allowed leave. And I saw him making a beeline towards me, and I was like, oh my God, he's coming towards me. And I kind of went like that. And then he came right over and gave me a kiss, and he just gave me a big pat, and he goes, good girl, good luck, or whatever. And then he walked on. So
because for you, this is bigger than George Clooney or Brad Pitt. I mean, you love these guys, Al Pacino and Robert De Niro, who we'll see later.
Yeah, this is bigger than everyone, Karen. This is Robert De Niro and Al Pacino, the two biggest actors in the whole world. You can't get any bigger than this. So it was absolutely, they're giants to me. I obviously love film. I've grown up with film, but all their movies, I mean, everyone will know everything from Scarface to Goodfellas to, of course, Casino and The Godfather, of course, which is they're both very famous for. So it was amazing. Now, they haven't started a movie in 13 years together.
Long time.
So to get them both on the red carpet was just like all my Christmases had come at once.
Yeah. What was Al Pacino like in the flesh? He kept the glasses on, which is I always think is a little disappointing when meeting a celeb in the flesh.
He was lovely. He was really charismatic, and he touched my arm, chatting away, and he laughed. You know, he's a bit of banter, he's a bit of fun. But De Niro, I have to say, I was very intimidated by.
Why?
Because he's quite statuesque, but he looks like he's going to pull out a machete gun and go, "You talking to me?" You know, that kind of way. Two of them together, because you don't get the two of them on the red carpet together ever. I mean, this is the last film they're ever going to do together.
Oh my goodness.
Michael Mann was the last film, and now this film. And of course they always play the gangsters. This one they're detectives, and they're kind of shooting the baddie guys, find the serial killer. And 50 Cent is there as well. So.
Huge, and we're going to see him a little bit later. Talk about intimidating. Were you intimidated by him?
No, not at all. I couldn't stop staring at my bling. I said, "You're a magpie, aren't you?" And he's like, "Yeah, I am. Actually, sorry."
Do you think is Robert De Niro not like his Meet the Parents character? Because that's what I want him to be like in real life.
I think he is. Though, you know, he's got the look, and he's got the, you know, excuse me, and he leans in to talk to you. But yeah, I think he's meant to be very funny, and people I've spoke to about him before said he's a really difficult interview, so don't expect too much, which I didn't. But then when I met him, we kind of chatted a little bit more together. They only posed together at the end, but that's not to say. Who's to say?
Who knows?
Maybe they're biggest egos in the world. They're both fighting for the title still. But
well, thanks very much, and for working a Sunday. Thank you very much, Lisa.
It was my pleasure. I would have done it for free.
The absolute highlight of your Exposé career.